Now let me ask you a question. Who are you really working for? Today we're going to talk about a concept that's not new. It's been around for ages, but I find many people don't know much about it. And specifically, it's the concept that can help you to get rich and avoid going broke. It's known as paying yourself first. Now I know this sounds like something your mom would tell you, but trust me, there's a lot more to it than just saving your pennies. We'll talk about what it means to pay yourself first, how much you should pay yourself first, and where to put the money you pay yourself first. So let's dive in. First things first, what does it mean to pay yourself first? Well, it's a simple concept that means just what it says. When you earn $1, the first person you pay is you. Now, most people don't do this. Once they get their paycheck, they pay their rent, they pay their phone bills, electricity, water, gas, they buy new clothes, they get the kids a new toy, they pay subscriptions, and on and on and on. It seems like everybody's getting paid except the person who earned the paycheck. So before you pay any bills or expenses, you should set aside a portion of your income for savings and investments. Now you want to treat yourself as a bill that needs to be paid and not just an afterthought. Now I know what you're thinking.
But Rach, I don't have any extra money to pay myself.
Well, that's where this hack comes in. By paying yourself first, you force yourself to prioritize your financial goals and you make them a priority. You'll be surprised at how creative you can get when you are forced to live on a smaller budget. And the benefits of paying yourself first are numerous. There's increased saving, first of all. So paying yourself first means that you prioritize saving a portion of your income before paying for other expenses. Now, this helps you build up your savings faster and achieve your financial goals more quickly. The next benefit is that it improves your financial stability. So by making saving a priority, you create a safety net for any unexpected expenses or emergencies. Now, this can reduce financial stress and it can give you peace of mind. It gives you dignity and self-confidence, and I cannot overstress this one. When you have a savings account, something that you can fall back on, it keeps you from having to beg all the time, having to borrow, and that helps you build your confidence and to keep your dignity. Another benefit is that you will develop better financial habits. Paying yourself first requires discipline and consistency, and that can lead to better financial habits. It can also help you avoid overspending and stay on track with your budget. The more you save, the more you will want to save. You will find that one thing impacts everything else in your life. They say how you do one thing is how you do everything. And that is also true in saving. Not only will you have more money saved up for emergencies or big ticket items, but you'll also be investing in your future. So whether it's saving up for a down payment on a house or starting a retirement account, paying yourself first is the ultimate investment in your own success. And now for the fun part. Let's talk about some practical ways you can start paying yourself first. Now, one option is to set up automatic transfers from your checking account to a savings account or an investment account. Now, this is key. It must be automatic. If you want to build your savings and pay yourself first, you have to do it automatically, out of sight, out of mind, as they say. That way, you won't even have to think about it and the money will be out of sight. If it's not automatic, then you can just forget about it. It's not going to happen. The other option is to get creative with your budget. Maybe you can cut back on some unnecessary expenses like eating out, subscriptions you don't use, cutting out those things. Or maybe you can find ways to make extra money on the side, like selling items you no longer need or doing odd jobs for friends and family. Now, how much should you pay yourself first? Here's an example. Let's say you earn $20 an hour and you save $50 per week. Then that means you only work 2.5 hours for yourself. Now imagine, is that acceptable? Now let's say with $20 an hour, you get $800 a week. As a minimum, you want to save 10 to 15%. That's just a start. The ideal would be about 20 to even 50% you want to save. But let's start with 10 to 15%. Now, you want to make sure that amount goes automatically into your savings account. You won't see that money, you don't touch that money. Now, 10% of $800 would be $80. So that's 4 hours per week going directly to you and first. Again, You might be saying, I don't have extra money to pay myself, but you do. And it's not extra money, it's a bill. Remember, you're paying yourself like you are a bill. You want to pay yourself first like you are the company. Now, here's how I know you do have that money. Because remember, before you had that job, you were eating, right? You were living somewhere. You had clothes. It could be one outfit. You had something. You had shoes. You lived, right? You survived. Before you had all those useless expenses and toys, you survived. Now let's go back to those days when you had no money and you had very little expenses. You'll see how quickly you realize that you don't need all of the things that you're spending money on. And you will find that you do have the money to pay yourself first. After all, aren't you worth it? At least 5 hours per week should go to you. So there you have it, folks. Paying yourself first may sound like a simple concept, but it's one of the most powerful financial hacks out there. By prioritizing your financial goals and investing in your own success, you will be on your way to getting rich and avoiding going broke. Now, let's face it, who doesn't want that? Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more awesome content. See you next time.